Hi guys! I hope you're doing well. I'm a little frustrated because this is my 5th attempt at this video. But I'm not gonna give in to that energy. So, let's get started. There could be something about a lot of false starts. That's the way I'm gonna see that. Some readers might say that some other energy doesn't want this message to come out. Maybe that's it too. I'm looking at it as a lot of false starts, and I don't know how that's gonna be significant. Maybe this is gonna be an important message for someone, and an energy doesn't want you to hear it. I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. So I wanted to do reading about the full moon that's coming up tomorrow, and it's the full buck moon in Aquarius. And the significance of that is just like the male deer at this time, or at least the ones I've been seeing, are growing their horns. Like I've seen some velvet, and then you combine that energy with Aquarius, which is the visionary of the zodiac. That's one of their characteristics. One of their high vibrational characteristics is the visionary. So this gives us the energy of highlight. It highlights personal growth. This energy highlights personal growth, stepping into your power, and balancing your individual needs with collective growth. That's what this energy is giving. And what I wanted to ask Spirit is, what can we expect with this full moon? And we'll get advice or outcomes based on what we find out. Okay? So, let's see. I'm going to start with just a couple of oracle messages, and then stack. Okay. There's a call to ground your energy at this time. Talking to myself as well, which matches up with the last reading I did. That's exactly what the oracle was call to nature spirits. Connect with the nature spirits. Okay, so personal growth. What else did I say? Personal growth, stepping into your power, and balancing your needs with the collective energy, the collective growth. Because as we know, we're part of the collective. We make the collective what it is. Our energy, us just being. We are the collective. So, but we're also individuals at the same time. But that's why some of these collective messages will resonate with large groups of people that don't know each other, that are from all over the country or the world, excuse me, country and the world. And that's how that's even possible. Because a situation I'm going through might resonate with thousands of people in different places that I don't even know. Like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's relevant. I'm gonna laugh at myself, especially since I was frustrated a few minutes ago. It's probably a good thing. Okay. Holy Spirit, Ancestor, Spirit Team, Most High God, Angels, Ascended Masters, please give me a message for the highest and greatest good of myself and of the collective that I am reading for. This flew out while I was shuffling. New beginning. This is something I'm taking it. I love this card. Look how pretty. And that taps right in with the, what I said about there's a call for grounding. You know, this is like a magical, beautiful butterfly fairy forest. I know those don't exist. For the logical cross watchers. They exist in my mind. But anyway. Go in nature. It's a call to go to nature. I guess I'm done shuffling because I started pulling. Generational curse breaker. What can we expect with this full buck moon in Aquarius? Ancient knowledge. A pathological liar that's in sweatshop karmic debt, that is feeling trapped. Okay. Ancestral protection shield. We're protected from this energy. What can we expect? Wealthy man. So finances maybe? Bad health for somebody. Messages through music. From your spirit guides. Twin flame fallen angel. You could have a divine counterpart that chose the earthly realm and the lower levels. And if you are experiencing that, I understand and I empathize with you. Wealthy woman's out here, so this could be like a power couple because we have the wealthy man and the wealthy woman out. But definitely can expect finances, for sure. I'm thinking High Priestess, so maybe your psychic gifts are going to be developing. I'm going to go through all of this and let me just get some more out here. A spiritual warrior, praying woman, rejected God's gift. What can we expect under this full moon? Okay. It's going to be the end of my pull. I don't have any more room. Okay. God-given talent. One of your gifts might be increasing at this time. Or you could be getting one of your spiritual gifts that you were unaware you had. Eyes green with envy. Spiritual manipulation. So I'll show you these cards in a minute. But there's some heavy green eyes out here. And that also reminds me of like entities in people. You would know if you ever watched Supernatural. The demons had different eyes. And I just got, in my meditation the other day, I just got an image of somebody with those completely blacked out eyes. And it was very upsetting for me because of who it was. Anyway, so something about some people that could be harboring attachments and in their lower selves could be doing some spiritual manipulation under this moon as well. As you can tell, I don't like to read that energy, okay? But I'm going to read what came out because there's a reason for it, okay? So, what can we expect under this full moon? New beginnings. We're going to be breaking generational curses, receiving ancient knowledge. We can expect ancestral protection during this time. I don't know about the rest of you, but I foresaw this. Some of this stuff that's come out in this energy about 10 days ago. Okay? So, and I acted accordingly. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? And so, I absolutely know this to be true. We are protected right now by our ancestors. What can we expect during this full moon? Wealth. A wealthy man, a wealthy woman. I'm going to put these guys together and put the bad health over here with this other icky energy. Not icky. I'm not being, I don't want to sound judgmental or like condemning or anything like that, but it's just not good energy that I don't like to feel, is a better way of saying it. Okay? But no shade. I'm not judging anyone. I used to be there myself, so. But, so, definitely finances, I would say. Your finances could be increasing, and you could be coming into a partnership with someone that's very much like you. That's what I'm getting from this. He's wearing the same white and gold suit as she is. They've both got two men standing behind them. Like, you know? So these people are very guarded, whoever they are. You're very protected. But that could be coming in some kind of partnership. It could be a work partnership with the money. The wealth on the cards, okay? What can we expect with this full moon? Messages through music. Pay attention. Well, you don't have to do it. When you get messages from spirit or your ancestors or a person or whoever you're getting the message from through music, it always stands out to you. Like, you're playing music in the car when you're driving, but you're not really listening. And then all of a sudden, you start paying attention to the words of the song. And it's almost like you're having a conversation with God, your spirit team, an ancestor, a person, whatever it is. So you'll know when this happens, right? So that's something that you can expect under this full moon. With the High Priestess, like I said, definitely, and God-given talent. I feel like you can expect some of your gifts to increase or activate. That's a better word. Come online. Some of your gifts that maybe you didn't know about are coming online, or activating at this time. Okay? You can expect spiritual warfare with the spiritual warrior, because we've already been going through it, right? I know I've been under heavy attack recently, so what we can expect under this full moon is victory, because we got the spiritual warrior. Okay, so we're beasts out here in the spirit, right? Okay. We're gonna separate this energy. Separate it. Keep them separated. Offspring is significant. They're coming through anyway. Okay. I used to listen to that in high school. Yes, I'm old. Okay. There we go. Now, where was I at? I've got the bad, like the darker energy over here. And we're going to do that at the end. So, we can expect spiritual warfare to continue. Because we've been dealing with it thus far, so it's probably going to continue. But see, that's why we go into heavy prayer and meditation at this time. And connect with the Most High, praying woman. You can expect your prayers to be answered under this full moon. Rejected. Put that over here. Okay. And spending time at the altar. Yeah, that's why you're a spiritual warrior. Because you've been giving offerings to your ancestors and whoever you work with. You've been praying. You've been spending time with the Most High. You've been doing your cleansing and your breath work and your meditation and your prayer and your reading the Bible and spending time alone in isolation and hermit. Going through an ascension. Going through a level up. You know. And so... that's what you can expect under this full moon. Let's get some tarot to go with it. Well, I need to shuffle it first. Now, someone can also expect somebody that's a liar, that could be going through karma at this time, that could be feeling trapped. Could be a twin flame, could be a soulmate, could be a kingdom spouse. Most likely it's not a kingdom spouse. Like, I don't know. I don't know how stuff like that works. But, if you resonate with twin flame, your twin flame could have fallen. They chose the other side this time, this lifetime. So, and they could be in bad health for rejecting God's gift and very envious of you and jealous of you at this time, and be trying to do spiritual manipulation. And I'm just going to show you the card. Now, the black candles are, I don't know. I use black candles for certain things. Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm not going to share a lot of my stuff. But black candles can be used for protection. That's one of the things they can be used for. But look at what else is in this picture. And a lot of readers I watch have been saying stuff about a doll. Okay, and candle magic. Okay, so and it doesn't have to be this dramatic, right? You know, it could just be negative thoughts being projected towards you, like somebody, you've got an apartment in their head, you've got space in their head, and you know, you live rent free in there, and they are just constantly thinking about you, and it's not the best intentions or thoughts that they're having, or they're wishing harm or ill will towards you and your life, your path, preying on your downfall so that you'll fall back into the pit of hell with them and be there with them, like that kind of stuff, right? That is it's the same. It's considered the same thing. And when we are talking about energy, though, so negative thoughts, negative intentions, negative plans, whatever, negative talk. When we speak, we are spelling words. So anything that comes out of your mouth is a spell, whether you think of it that way or not, or whether you realize it at the time. That's exactly what's going on. And that's why we really watch what we say when we're trying to level up and manifest and so on and so forth. We must keep our thoughts and our words high vibrational and as pure as possible. None of us are perfect out here. None of us are completely healed out here. Anybody that tells you that they're completely healed, they're lying, okay? Or they're a narcissist, because or have a narcissistic trait, because you are never fully healed. Okay? There's always work to do. So it's not for us to judge other people. But yeah, so it can be that simple. That's still energy and spiritual manipulation. Because when you talk bad about somebody and slander them and gossip about them, lies, things get blown up, taken out of proportion, lies are made up because of jealousy and envy of other people. And they don't like that somebody is interested in you or likes you or says nice things about you. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to tell you a bunch of lies about somebody. But we have the choice, right? The choices we make every day shapes our past, present, and future. And so I also have, heard in the past, I heard really bad stuff about a specific person, but I chose to figure out for myself. And that's what I always choose. And chances are, if somebody's bad-mouthing somebody, I'm going to go harder to try to get to know them or figure out why people are spending so much time calling them down. Like, that's not normal, right? So at the same time, you can choose to believe those lies and engage in gossip with those people. And when you do that, you are in fact engaging in dark spiritual practices. Gossip is a dark spiritual practice. If you're talking good about somebody, that isn't gossip, right? But just like the news, and with a lot of the, I'm just going to say it, a lot of the karmic-y readers in the tarot community, like, and the news and stuff like that, they're like harvesting off of that energy, to me, like if all you're ever reading about are negative things, you're getting energy from people, but you're getting it through negativity. And just like the news, and I've talked about this in a past video, and it's very true, why do you think the news is always horrible things? They find the worst possible stories to feed us with. You know why? Because they're harvesting our fear when we watch that shit. And so, yeah, like, what's it come on at? Like 5 o'clock? Or that's the way it used to be. I haven't had cable in 7 years. I choose not to have cable. I choose not to watch the news. I stopped watching the news 7 years ago. Because I know it's junk. I knew it then. I knew before Donald Trump told us that the news was fake. I didn't say those exact words to myself, but what I did say to myself one night, because of a certain thing that was being reported and shown on the news, was, why is this the news? Why are we all watching this? Like, I don't know why I started asking why, but I just did. And I knew that moment that I was shutting that shit off. Right? And then, here we are, 7 years later, and Donald Trump has, in fact, our president has, in fact, revealed to us that the news is fake. What he means is, it's not like, I don't think some of the stories they're reporting are fake, although some of them have been and are. They create these chaotic situations to distract and harvest fear from us, right? And there have been fake ones, but there's also been a lot of true ones. But I feel like the true ones get blown way out of proportion. But what he is meaning is that it's not in fact news, it is a distraction. Right? And I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to, and it's going to make the video long, and I don't want to focus on that kind of energy. But anyway, so my point is like, when you focus on negative energy, that's most in the spiritual world, we know if you're thinking negative, talking negative, you're attracting negativity to you. But when you're directing it out of another soul, another person, okay, you are, in fact, doing dark energy work on them. Spiritual manipulation. And this is true. And this is just, it's true. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So, but, and I feel like that's why the Bible talks about, like, God knowing our heart and stuff, because He knows. Even if we don't act on something, He knows our thoughts. There's a scripture in the Bible that basically says, if a man fantasizes or, covets another man's wife in his head, in his mind, in his thoughts, or in his heart, it's as good to God. It's the same as actually committing the actual act of adultery. Lusting after, coveting, fantasizing, however you want to label the word, it's all the same thing. And it's the same to him as actually committing the act. So, let this please sink in and digest. Your words, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions have to be very structured and disciplined, to stay in a high vibration. And, I don't know many people that get up here on a higher vibration that don't want to be here. It can be easy to fall back into old patterns and beliefs and thought forms, and these toxic structures that have been built physically, mentally, generationally, all around us, they're hard to break, okay? And there's a lot of glass ceilings out here, too. People that will want to obstruct your way, or society and its rules will obstruct your way, your path north. It can be obstructed by many things. And there are always going to be many things that are going to come against us for wanting God in our lives, in our daily lives. Essentially, that's what it is. People are mad about us wanting something better, us wanting to align with God and His principles. Like, you've got to really stop and think about that and realize who we must be dealing with. Because who gets upset with someone else because they want to be happy, peaceful, joyful, safe, secure, structured, rooted? I don't give that much thought to anybody else in my life besides my children, but they're adults, so you know what I mean? Like, I don't put that much thought, time, or energy into Susie Q down the street and what she's doing and any things that might be going good in her life. I mean, I you know, if I knew Susie Q and she did have good things going on in her life and I knew about them, I'd pat her on the back and say, that's great. What I wouldn't do is go home and do all this dark spiritual work, gossiping, you know, sending her bad thoughts, and evil eye is basically that, right? Because she's got something I don't have. Well, I know why she doesn't have stuff that I don't. Well, I know why I don't have stuff that's hers, because it's hers. Because she's Susie Q down the street. She's got her own man. She's got her own home. She's got her own job, her own vehicle, her own business. Why would I be so worried about what she's doing? What does that have to do with me? You know? I mean, I just don't understand people who put that much time, energy, and focus into another person. And also to add to it, like, dark intentions. Like, why aren't you chilling like a villain like we are right now? Like, you know, why aren't you at home watching your favorite Netflix show, having a sip of wine or a beer or a splip, or, you know, like, why aren't you taking a beautiful bubble bath or a nice long shower and praying? And why aren't you doing that for yourself? Why are you so focused on what somebody else is doing and what they got going on? You know, I don't understand that kind of thinking. It's weird and foreign to me. But trust me, there are individuals out here right now that are sending and plotting and scheming. Okay? And it's like, good God Almighty. Give it up. You know? Like, damn. Don't you need some of that energy for yourself? But thank you for... I'll take your energy. I'll take it. Even if it's evil eye and death magic and negative, toxic... Ugh. That's all you guys seem to want to send me. I'll take it. I've been making it work so far. Thank you for the energy exchange that I then purify and use for my transformation and whatever else I need the energy for. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't understand that. I like to send love and light to certain people or the collective, and if I pass by somebody's house I know about and I, you know, gotten word that they don't look like they're doing too good or something, like, you know, I'll say a prayer as I'm driving by their house. But, like, to sit with my free time and focus all of that time, energy, and all of that into another person that I don't even like, it's I don't even know the right word to use. It baffles me. It really does. Like, do you guys know you could be doing that using that energy and the resources, and if you're actually doing some kind of craft, or candle magic, or whatever it is you're doing, some kind of ritual or practice, did you know you could be doing it to yourself? Did you know that? Like, to make yourself better, to improve your own looks, your own finances, your own life in whatever way, shape, or form, besides manipulating people with love spells. That's a no-no. And it doesn't work. It might work for a little while if somebody's in a low vibration or doesn't realize it's being done to them. But once they wake up, realize it, see it, raise vibrationally, whatever, it's going to be different for everybody. That love spell ain't going to be working no more. Okay? But that's true with any spell work, though. Once you spot it, acknowledge it, realize what it is, realize where it's coming from, and all that, it takes the power away, right? But, like, that's what I mean. Let them keep sending their energy and power to me. I've got an apartment in their head, and I live there rent-free. Nobody's got an apartment in my head except the Most High, and Spirit, and Yeshua. Okay? My ancestors, and so on and so forth. I ain't telling you guys all my business. But, like, that's the funny part. But it's not funny, because these people probably really need their own energy at this time. They shouldn't be sending it out. They need to hold on to it. Some of these people are looking rough. We got bad health out here. Rejected God's gift. Sweat shop. Karmic debt. Trapped. Eyes green with envy. They don't even look like humans. They look like demons. Right? Only, in Supernatural, it was black eyes, red eyes, yellow eyes, blue eyes for the angels. But, that's what it looks like to me. Like, and this could be a group of people too. But anyway, send them love and light. As Chosen 144 says, he is my inspiration. If it wasn't for him, I don't know if I would do that as often as I do. So it's important to, like, if you find somebody, and it doesn't have to be a tarot reader, but it can be. For me, it has been tarot readers and the tarot community that has gotten me through my spiritual healing journey, my dark night of the soul. I remember specific readers right now that helped me through that time in my life. And thankfully, at least one of them is still around, the Draconic Priestess. Whatever it is, like, it can be, motivational speaker. I don't know. Whoever it is for you. Okay? But it's important to keep that kind of influence in your ear, because there's plenty of stuff out here affecting us in a negative way. But somebody that reminds you every time you listen in one of their videos to send these people that have been hurting you, that are getting their karma, people that are going through it, and reminds you to send them love and light. Like, that's inspirational. And it affects you. Because now I do that. If I feel that energy and I don't need to feel it. I see this energy over here. Whoever this is needs love and light, and we send them love and light. I send you love and light. Whoever you are, and if it's who I think it is, and for me, my specific story, like, I really do. Because I really love this person. But they couldn't, or didn't want to, or didn't know how to love me back. So, but that doesn't mean that I feel like they deserve to be going through horrible things, because I don't feel that way. I just don't want to be hurt anymore, you know? So, I'm just love you from a distance, you know? Because I need to feel and be safe. And if I don't feel like I can have that around somebody, I can no longer put that trust and faith in them, right? And if I did, and you know, somebody proves to you time and time again that you get put in these horrible, dangerous situations with them, or like encounters with the justice system and shit like that, like every time, like, you're gonna eventually, your ancestors are gonna be like, or your angels are gonna be like, hello, and smack you in the face. And trust me, when they step in like that, it does not feel good. But in some of us, that's what it takes. That's what it took for me. But but once you know and see that, like, how could you keep? You would be a fool. And I hate to say that, but you would literally be a fool to continue to put yourself in harm's way and put your trust and faith in someone that has not one stitch of a good intention for you in their body. It's all about them. Like, you know, that's just very dangerous to me. So I don't. But you can still love that person and miss that person, you know. But we're shifting timelines, guys. This past energy's got to get cleared out. It's got to go. Okay? Like I said, full buck moon in Aquarius is about personal growth and standing in your power. Okay. What can we get with this new beginning, Spirit? Difficult decisions. This new beginning might require us to make some difficult decisions, but that's okay. Okay? That comes with the territory, guys. Generational curse breaker. Judgment. Did you call judgment on yourself? I did. I called Judgment Day on myself. I was like, Lord, I'm ready for Judgment Day. I did. I get upset sometimes, and me and God we have a sit down, or we have a come to Jesus moment, like I mentioned in the past video. That's what my brother used to say. But that's literally what I do, have in the past, and will continue to have in the future. But anyway, so yeah, and look, with the people rising up out of the coffins on this card, they're naked, but that's giving me ancestral energy, and normally the Judgment card doesn't give me that energy. Your inner calling is breaking curses off of your family lineage, dude, and your courage and passion. We got generational curse breakers out here in the collective right now. Yes, we do. And we are receiving ancient knowledge. What is this ancient knowledge? You could have been Afraid. Oh. You know what this is giving me too is you could know, like, on a soul level that you've got some kind of, like, trauma that you don't know about from your childhood. And you ask God not to reveal it to you. With the 5 of Cups on ancient knowledge. But, or someone else is in regret and loss and grief because you're gaining ancient knowledge. Because they know you're an ancient soul and that your gifts are awakening. See what I mean? Like, why would you be sad about that? To me, that's weird. I'd be like, good for you, bro. Can you use your gifts on me? You know, or, you know, whatever. I would not, like, be out crying and kicking cups and kicking rocks because somebody else is gaining ancient knowledge. That's weird to me. Ancestral protection shield, and then we get the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're being protected by your ancestors from this a nosy stalker that could be an air sign. If you're in spiritual warfare at this time, you've been experiencing gang stalking and monitoring spirits. I'd be willing to put money on it. Okay? But you're protected from that shit. Wealthy man emperor. Somebody's out here in blue. Maybe you've got a divine masculine coming your way. But with the emperor clarifying the wealthy man, this is Aries, earth sign energy, with the wealthy man card. So you could have a fire sign or a earth sign, man, divine masculine coming towards you that is in a leadership position and could be a businessman, could have could have finances, or what this full moon is bringing in for you is leadership and wealth. Yeah. A wealthy emperor or a structured, disciplined earth sign. It's bringing in, that somebody that commands respect. This is good energy. What about the wealthy woman here? Let me get for that. Wealthy woman with the 9 of Swords. This might not be a couple. Like I said, it could be a couple too, though. But it could also be an earth sign or a greedy woman. Because with the 9 of Swords clarifying her, this is anxiety, worry, fear, depression, and nightmares. Clarify this, please. What is this anxiety about? What's the worry and fear about? That you have a new beginning, or that you're taking a new beginning, stepping out into your new beginning. That you're walking in blind faith. That you trust in life. This is the same energy I was talking about. Boy, it even wanted to break through on the good side of the reading. Okay. What about messages through music? What can we get with this card? You're being guided to not only ground in nature at this time, but to listen to music. The Tower in reverse is what we got. So this is like personal transformation. So while you're going through this personal transformation, you're going to be getting downloads from Spirit and the Most High. And you're going to be avoiding disaster by being in this transformation because you're in alignment with your assignment. as Linda Likes would say. And you can't be harmed when you're on, that's what she says, Linda Likes Tarot. She says, when you're in alignment for your assignment, which means when you're in your North Node destined path, when you're doing what you've been called to do, you are protected. That's just the way universal laws work. You're in alignment. Why wouldn't God protect us during this time? Especially when we're going through a transformation at the same time. That's where that cocoon reference comes from. Or the temple, or us being in timeout. But let's use cocoon because we're going through a transformation. Shout out to Pretty too, prettyoracle.com. She's also a reader on YouTube, but she also has products and services if you want to check her out. But she's the one that was talking about the cocoon. So anyway, we are needing to go within. We need to, yeah. But we're being guided to listen to music, ground in nature. There's so much protection out here, like ancestral, ancient knowledge is out here. Ancient gods, goddesses, and deities. Ancient. This is it because the story we're going through at this time. This spiritual warfare, which is basically, to me, and I keep singing this, and not just because I listen to Linda a lot. Linda Likes, and she sings Beauty and the Beast. But because before I started watching her a lot, I was still getting that. Like, it's the tale as old as time, because I was trying, like, this is how I came to it. I was out here surrounded by the same entity and different people, right? And I was trying to figure this out. So this is conversations that went on with me and God for long periods of time. And when I would ask God, when I would find certain things out, when He would enlighten me to things, and things were made clear to me and brought to my attention, I would always ask Him, why, God, why? Why did they do that? Why do they hate me? Why are they jealous of me? I ask those questions because sometimes I just don't understand it. Because I have been betrayed by so many people. And a lot of them were people that I liked and was trying to help or be friends with or be cool with. But time after time after time, you will start to ask the same questions that I did. Why? And that's what He said. It's a tale as old as time. Good versus evil. But the good thing is that we have the Bible, so we know how this war ends. Okay? We already know. The war has already been won. It's a tale as old as time. We just have to keep going through it over and over and over again because it teaches us lessons, and that's how our soul grows and ascends. Right? Right. Okay. Spiritual warrior. And I got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You've defeated a greedy person. No more closures or delays. Spiritual warrior. This is clarifying spiritual warrior. The World in reverse. There is no shortcuts on this path, though. You can't take shortcuts on the divine path. That's not how it works. But you're overcoming delays and greedy people. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. That's what a spiritual warrior does. Gets down. Ten of Cups in reverse. Shattered dreams. Yeah, so you could have had hopes for a Ten of Cups in the upright with someone. And what in fact happened was a Ten of Cups in reverse. But that is part of your protection. Rejection is always God's protection. If you've been rejected by someone recently or ever, it was for your protection. But you know, some of us foolishly will just keep returning to that same person, hoping, you know, when we're unenlightened, when we are asleep still. But no more, right? If someone's proven to you time and time again that they will betray you, that they do not in fact have any feelings or emotions for you, that they're the only thoughts they have are selfish and greedy and harmful to you, you walk away. And the Ten of Cups goes in reverse, but you know, the divine is going to get that back aligned for you, but not at this time. And that's another reason why you're a warrior, is because you've been doing this by yourself with your kids all this time anyway. Right? If you're a single parent like me, you know. Never could count on the other parent to start with. So you always knew you were out here alone. And you have used your sword and cut out burdens that other people tried to place on you. And it can be burdensome sometimes to release the old and to get rid of certain people, places, and things out of our lives. But this also stands for hard work. We have been doing the hard work. We are spiritual warriors, guys. And this is, all of these things are why we're a spiritual warrior. Because we never gave up. Because we showed strength and courage. Because we walk with blind faith. Because we call judgment on ourselves. Because we, no matter what sex we are divine masculine emperors out here. We've healed our masculine energy, and we're standing in emperor energy, in Aries energy, leading like a boss. This ain't easy. This path is not easy. Sorry, I'm getting my kicks on this, all this good stuff, because it's been a hard fight, guys, for me. And if you're going through it, then you know what I'm talking about. Praying woman, yeah, hard work. With the Knight of Pentacles, you've been praying, you've been doing the hard work, you've been slow and steady, responsible, efficient, and always producing, sticking to a routine, doing things that benefit your health, cutting out toxic things from your life, toxic foods, people, you know, like whatever it is. If it's toxic, it's gotta go, you know. And that's why this is what's coming in under this full moon. What can we get with the High Priestess? Oh yeah, if you're somebody's trying to compete with your intuition. or someone's in conflict with it. Or we can expect someone to be in conflict with our intuition. Don't let anybody gaslight you out here and tell you that what you know is a lie. Oh, you're so crazy. Oh, why do you think that? Because that's what it is. Don't let anybody gaslight you. God-given talent. The Chariot, you've got drive, ambition, and you're putting it into this talent, which is gonna have you go through a transition with the Six of Swords. Releasing, leaving behind your old life because you're trading it for a new one. And leaving the past behind. And with the Three of Wands, preparing to make progress. And there could be overseas opportunities for somebody out here. Okay? Spend time at the altar, give offerings. So yeah, a call to ground, to listen to music, to spend time at the altar in prayer, to do offerings if that's something that you resonate with. Burn incense, light candles, whatever, water. You can do all kind of stuff, guys. It's not all spiritual energy and practices and so on and so forth are dark. It's the intentions of the human being doing it that makes it dark. Okay? Just to clear that up. Spend time at the altar, which is going to help you with if you're having any negative thoughts or you're in a mental prison at this time, spend time in prayer and supplication. Meditation, grounding, and listening to music. There could be a swift change coming in for somebody. That's another reason why you need to spend time at the altar. Spend time at the altar to get in touch with your compassionate side and to be your compassionate, nurturing side, and spend time at the altar, which is going to help you with growth and potential new opportunities, new projects. It's going to give you inspiration and willpower to spend time with the divine. Okay? All right. Now that we got this over here, that's all the good stuff. Let's see about this stuff. I don't really want to spend too much time with this stuff, guys, because I don't like this energy. It gives me a sinking feeling in my gut. Okay? What about this pathological liar? What about this? What is this about? Who is this pathological liar, and why is it relevant to this reading? There's someone viewing things differently than before, going through a change, a release, or they could be, stuck, like this, trapped. Hopefully they're going through a change and seeing from a higher perspective. What can we get about this sweatshop, the karma? What is this karma? Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune pops out, dude. I'm shit you not. Okay. Sweatshop. So change. There's a lot of change out here. So somebody that has lied to you or is a pathological liar who is going through karma at this time could be dealing with some ups and downs, guys, and misses your abundant, nurturing Empress energy. Trapped, or an Empress. That's what that's saying. An Empress, a mother figure, perhaps, or a Virgo. I don't know. Maybe a mother energy, an Empress energy is going through some karmic debt. Experiencing some sort of karma at this time. Okay, moving on. Trapped. Okay, someone is feeling trapped. And then we get the Temperance. Does someone feel trapped by an angel? Oh, I see. Your angels have trapped this person until they can find balance and harmony. Because they can't come towards you within this kind of energy. Yeah. Okay, what about this twin flame fallen angel? King of Swords, man. This is crazy. And then we get the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the 1111. King of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What about this, though? Why is this just is he just making his presence known in this reading, or what does he want to say? What does this King of Swords want to say? They want to come clean. And reveal deception. They're rethinking their approach. Okay. Why? Why do they want to come clean? What do they want to come clean about? And the Knight of Cups. They want to come clean and be charming and say they're following their heart and be Prince Charming and be the knight in shining armor. Okay, what's the advice for that situation? King of Pentacles. Your advice for this situation, if this King of Swords, air sign, possibly possible air sign masculine energy, that could be a twin flame, comes towards you to come clean. Your advice is to stay disciplined and stand in your security, or they're coming to you because they want money. That better not be. Coming to a goddess asking for money or not. Alright, we're moving on from that energy. It's making me mad, okay? Alright, so rejected God's gift. Who is this? And why is it here? Seven of Wands. You're protected from whoever this is. That's my protection card. For me, that's what the Seven of Wands is most of the time. So, you're protected. Bad health. Oh my God. Oh. Guys, I don't even want to say what came out. Oh my Lord. For bad health. Okay, this is the card. This is the tarot that came out. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to move on. The cards said it all. This could have, yeah, I'm not even going to get into it. No. All right. Moving on. Eyes green with envy. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't even want to think about it. Eyes green with envy. There could be a group of people envious of your creative opportunities with the Page of Cups. Envious of your mystery and your intuition with the Moon. Envious of a Two of Cups situation. In partnerships, they could be envious of any partnerships. And for you having love, that's the second love card, the Queen of Wands. They're envious of your courage and confidence. All right, what's this spiritual manipulation and what's it out here for? Someone's doing energy work on your finances. Ten of Pentacles. Trying to do spiritual manipulation work on your finances. And your investments. With the Seven of Pentacles, your long-term view. Someone really has negative intentions about your stability, your finances, the way you view things, your hard work and dedication, and your courage. They're doing so. Yeah, they're doing energy work on your. I would really listen to some affirmation or listen to some OM chanting, some mantras. Say affirmations. Do whatever you can, because your solar and sacral chakras are being attacked at this time. So that's your stomach and your sacred organ area region. Okay? Somebody could be doing energy work on you at this time, directly directing it at your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Because that's where courage comes from. Okay. Let's not focus anymore on that. It's giving me a headache. Let's clear that energy out before I do anything else. And we're gonna burn some Palo Santo. Sorry, I'm just feeling myself right now. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So good. So good. I got a you. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I know I'm not. I know I shouldn't be singing, but I do, and I want to. I haven't felt so, I don't know. I'm going to get too into it, because I know I got cross watchers out here wishing on my downfall. And haters from the Himalayas, right? Everywhere. What's the advice for this reading? King of Wands, stand in your leadership. Look at the big picture. Keep overcoming challenges. Focus on your career, or focus on something that's going to bring you good things in. at this time, because we are under heavy spiritual attack at this time. But how we combat that is by not giving those attacks any energy, and staying cleansed. Going out in nature helps us cleanse our aura. Spiritual baths, going by a body of water, listening to music, dancing, doing your favorite hobby, going to the gym or going on a walk, moving your body, eating high vibrational foods, whole foods. Keep your energy light at this time, okay? And but focus your time and attention on positive things that are going to bring in structure and order and good things into your life at this time. And that's how we're going to defeat this energy, guys. These attacks we're under, okay? And I'm always praying for you guys, some of you specifically. So any more advice, Spirit? Avoid conflict with the 5 of Wands in reverse. That's the advice. Stay focused on your career. Stay focused on your family, yourself. Things that are high vibrational and positive, and avoiding conflict. If you participate in conflict, you get conflict. That should be a universal law too. It makes sense. But see, you're not participating in it. There's conflict, but you're not participating in it. You're looking away. Like the story of Sodom and Gomorrah in my video I just did 2 videos prior to this. They were told not to look back, to look away, while God destroyed the cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. And the person that did look back got turned to salt. But that's like, avoid conflict. Stay focused. Can we get maybe one more? Oh, I'm just going to take what the bottom of the deck has for us, which is rest. 4 of Swords. Rest, relax, meditate. Yeah, that's the advice at this time. Go on a retreat. Renew your energy. We need to go through a renewal at this time. We are being renewed. But we've got to treat ourselves accordingly. We have to treat ourselves good because, who else is going to do it? Now, I want to share a Leaf of Wisdom by Walt Whitman. This is a little deck I have. And I've been wanting to pull it out. And I keep forgetting. What can we get from Walt Whitman? Peace is always beautiful. That ties right in nicely, don't you think? Peace is always beautiful. Is it possible to have peace in the midst of warfare? Yes. It is possible. You know how? Because your peace comes from within. Now, I've got 2, so I'm going to read this one too. All goes onward and outward. Nothing collapses. And to die is different from what anyone supposed, and luckier. Has anyone supposed it lucky to be born? I hasten to inform him or her it is just as lucky to die, and I know it. These are interesting. I really love poetry, though, as you might have noticed, since I have a Walt Whitman and Rumi and Pegasus. Yes, I'm different. I don't like focusing these readings on negative, low vibrational energies. I like to keep the vibe high. But yeah, all goes onward and outward. Nothing collapses. Is it luckier to die? Or is to die luck? I don't know. This is some... leaves us with some things to think about, I guess, to think about. I hasten to inform him or her it is just as lucky to die, and I know it. To die, and I know it. Transform! Yes, that's what... See? Spirit always shows off. Always. We're going through a transformation, remember? That's part of our protection. Okay? So, we know it's better to die, to transform. I think it is. The feeling you get, yes, there's pain and sorrow with these awakenings and realizing and the pain of awakening, you know, but there is joy that comes, like, with this energy too. I'm not afraid of death, physical or spiritual. Death is beautiful, I think, and it takes a special soul to see that, I guess. But anyway, we don't wish that on anybody physically, of course, but we do wish and pray for people to go through spiritual transformations. Okay. I love you guys. We're standing in our power under this full moon in Aquarius, this buck moon in Aquarius, which is all about growth and all the good stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if you have, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna start saying this in all my videos if I can remember to, but I have put my email in my description in my channel. If you're interested in a personal reading, send me an email, and put in the subject field personal reading, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna have to fill out the energy first, and then you'll have to hit up my Cash App, and we can go from there. But that is something that I do want to start doing. I know, you know, I'm acting like I have a huge audience as a way of manifesting one. So, say what you will about me, but don't say it on my comments, please. But if you are interested in a reading, please hit me up at my email address that is in the description. And I'll see you next time. Love ya.